Can you hear me okay there at the jail?
Yes, ma'am. We can hear you, but we can't see you.
There's not much to look at anyway, so we'll just go for it if that's okay with you. But everything's working here on our end, and we'll look into seeing what the issue is. Okay, my name is Judge Ruppe. You're all here today for first appearance. The purpose of this hearing is to inform you of the charges against you and determine whether there's probable cause for your arrest. Probable cause just means that it's more likely than not that you committed the crime in which you've been arrested. As you appear before me today, you're considered not guilty of what you've been charged with. That status will remain with you through each stage of these proceedings up until changed by the state attorney's office if they prove the case against you beyond and to the exclusion of every reasonable doubt. In all likelihood, you're arrested on a new charge or a warrant. Either way, you were given a bond pursuant to the bond schedule for the 5th Judicial Circuit. I will determine whether to keep that bond the same, increase it, decrease it, or whether there are any other conditions of release that will be imposed upon you. I will determine whether you'd like to hire a private attorney today, represent yourself, or whether you would like the assistance of the Public Defender's Office. You're entitled to make a phone call to let friends, family, or counsel know who you are. If you had not had a phone call, please let me know and make sure you get that phone call. Finally, you have the right to remain silent, and I encourage you to do so. These hearings are recorded, and there is an assistant state attorney in this courtroom writing down everything that you say. So anything you say about the facts of your case can and will be held against you in the prosecution of your case down the road. At this time, I'd like everyone to raise your right hand so I can place you under oath. Raise your right hand. We can do it. Solemnly swear or affirm the testimony before the court will be the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth. Put your hands down as I call your name. Please come forward. Randy Cruz. Have your date of birth?
8/8/1979.
You are here today for trafficking, drugs, and possession of paraphernalia, one count of each. Your bond amount is currently $26,000. I found probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the Public Defender's Office to represent you, Brandy?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll appoint the Public Defender's Office to shiver prior record.
She does, Your Honor. It's quite lengthy. She has, it looks like, pending charges out of Pinellas County for unlawful possession of personal identification, possession of harmful new legend drug without prescription, possession of marijuana. She was released from DOC after serving a little over 2 years in March of 2017.
Okay.
There is grand theft of $10,000, more than $10,000, but less than $20,000 from 2014. Also providing a false name to law enforcement, fraudulent use of identification information.
Okay. Ms. Cruz, I have an address here in Gray Court in Spring Hill. Is that where you live?
No, I don't live there anymore.
Where do you live?
I live in Brandon.
Okay, is that the, what is it, Cocoa Meadow? Is that address?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. 1921?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. How long have you lived there?
About 3 months. 2 to 3 months.
All right. Do you have a job?
Yes, ma'am.
What kind of work do you do?
I'm a server.
Okay. All right, I'm going to keep the bonds at $25,000 and $1,000. We'll see you back to court September 3rd at 1:15, okay?
All right.
Rebecca Smith? Hi, Rebecca. Can I have your date of birth?
5/10/91.
All right. You are here because you failed to appear in front of me on August 7th for a resisting officer without violence. Your bond amount is currently $8,000. Did you want to see about resolving that case today?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, State.
Your Honor, our offer is 60 days in the Hernando County Jail.
All right, they're looking for 60 days. We'll give you credit for any time that you have already in jail. Did you want to go ahead and take care of that today?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
5 days, Your Honor.
I'm sorry?
5.
5 days? Thank you. Do you understand that by taking a plea on this case today that you're giving up your right to go to trial?
Yes.
Giving up your right to confront witnesses against you, call witnesses on your own behalf, and you're giving up your right to have the state prove the case against you. Do you want to give up those rights in order to take care of this case today?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, with regard to this resisting without violence in 2019 MM2406, how do you plead? Complete no contest.
No contest.
Accept your plea of no contest, find it's freely and voluntarily entered, adjudicate you guilty, sentence you to 60 days in the Hernando County Jail, give you credit for the 5 days that you have in. You will have fines and court costs, and did she have the public defender?
Yes, Your Honor.
And the public defender fee assessed against you, as well as the cost of incarceration for the 60 days, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Carrie speaks. Have your date of birth.
5/29/85.
You are here today for a violation of probation. It's based on a warrant done by Judge Toner on April 29th, so there's probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the Public Defender's Office to represent you?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, I'll appoint the Public Defender's Office. We're going to keep you held no bond right now until you appear back in front of Judge Toner on August 28th at 8:30 in the morning, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Michael Sisma. Can I have your date of birth?
Yes, ma'am. 6/16/84.
All right, you were here today for a retail theft. I found probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the Public Defender's Office to represent you?
Yes, ma'am.
Appoint the Public Defender's Office. I see you have a pending case right now, but you've not bonded out on that, right? You're still in custody on that case as well?
That's correct. Yes,
All
ma'am.
right. And that is set for 15, but they charged us with a felony. Okay. Anything else record-wise? I assume there's petty theft.
Yes, Your Honor, and looks like he also has something from June. There was the August one. Violations of probation, grand theft.
Okay. Mr. Sisla, I have an address here in Arkandale Street in Spring Hill. Is that where you live?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. How long have you lived there?
3 years.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and keep your bond at $2,000. We're going to see you back to court on September 3rd at 1:15, okay?
Thank you.
All right, thanks. Alexandra Nukale. Can I have your date of birth?
May 1690.
Okay. You are here for obstruction of a highway. I found probable cause for your arrest. Do you want to take care of your case today?
Yes.
Okay. Do you understand that by entering a plea to this case today, you're giving up your right to go to trial?
Yes.
Giving up your right to confront the witnesses against you, call witnesses on your own behalf, and you're giving up your right to have the state prove the case against you. Do you want to give up those rights in order to take care of this case today?
Yes.
Okay. With regard to this obstruction charge, how do you plead? Complete no contest.
No contest.
Accept your plea of no contest. I find it's freely and voluntarily entered. Adjudicate you guilty. Sentence you to 2 days in the Hernando County Jail. Give you credit for the 2 days that you have in. You will have fines and court costs assessed against you. Okay? If that frees up,
Okay.
that takes care of this case today.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Carl Schmidt. Have your date of birth.
1964.
All right. You're here today for a trespass. I found probable cause for your arrest. Do you want to take care of your case today?
Yeah. No.
You don't?
No.
State, prior record.
Your Honor, July of this year, he had a trespass on land. October of 2018, he had a trespass. In 2013, he had a paraphernalia.
Okay. Mr. Schmidt, where do you live these days? Do you have an address?
8156 Kingston Drive, and then property 36 years, ma'am.
Okay. Do you want me to appoint the public defender to represent you?
Now I'm getting an attorney this time.
All right. Do you know who you're going to hire?
Pretty much.
Who?
I stopped at it.
Okay. All right. I'm going to go ahead and release you on your own recognizance. We'll see you back to court on September 4th at 9 o'clock.
Thank you, ma'am.
Gregory Solomon.
No problem. Yes, ma'am.
Can I have your date of birth?
12/11/85.
11/1977.
You are here today for child abuse. I found probable cause for your arrest. And I know it's like stamped in big red ink, domestic violence, but the PC affidavit does not give me any information about the relation between the child and the adults, just so you all know if you want to check with that deputy. I found probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the public defender's office to represent you?
No, ma'am.
Okay, going to hire a private lawyer or represent yourself?
I hired a private attorney.
Okay, do you know who you're going to hire yet?
Not yet.
Alrighty. State records.
Prior to UI in 2010, that's it.
Alright. Mr. Solomon, I have an address for you in Southern Charm Circle in Brooksville. Is that where you live?
Yes, ma'am.
How long have you lived there?
A year and a half.
Do you have a job?
Yes.
What kind of work do you do, sir?
I'm an engineer.
Alrighty. And the state's speaking in no contact with the minor child?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay, so I'm going to order that you have no contact with the minor child in this case, okay? So you can't have any direct contact, like email or telephone or in-person contact. You also can't have any email contact or any text or electronic contact. And you cannot have third-party contact, which means you can't relay messages to the minor child from another person. Do you understand that?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes.
If you do any of that, you can be committing a crime and violating my order, and you could be charged and held without bond. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Alrighty. Alright, I'm going to set your bond at $2,000 to see you back to court September 3rd at 1:15, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.
That concludes my business, Your Honor. If I may be excused.
Thank you. Franklin Tompkins. Can I have your date of birth?
8/23/69.
All right. You are here today for a trespass. I found probable cause for your arrest. It's based on a warrant signed by Judge Hitzman on August 7th. And I see you have a whole bunch of other cases going on right now. I'm going to try to get them on the same date for you in front of the same judge. So it looks like you're set for a couple different days. All right, everything's going to be set for August 14th. We're going to get all your cases on August 14th in front of Judge Hitzman. Do you want the public defender to represent you?
It's already been done.
I'll go ahead and appoint the public defender on this case. And it looks like he still hasn't bonded out in another case. So we'll go ahead and leave the bond the same at $500. See you back to court on August 14th, okay? Michael Valor. Can I have your date of birth?
7/3/84.
You are here today for possession of drug paraphernalia and a driving while your license is suspended or revoked, which you failed to appear in court on August 6th. I found probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the public defender's office to represent you on the drug paraphernalia charge?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll appoint them on that. Does the state have an offer for both of these today?
I'll do 5 days to cover both of them.
Okay. Actually, if you want to take care of both of your cases today, the state's offering 5 days in jail. You already have 2 days in. You want to take care of both of them?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Do you understand that by taking a plea on these cases today that you're giving up your right to go to trial?
Yes, ma'am.
Giving up your right to confront witnesses against you, call witnesses on your own behalf, and you're giving up your right to have the state prove the case against you. Do you want to give up those rights in order to take care of these cases today?
Yes, ma'am.
With regard to the driving on license suspended or revoked in 2019 CT 2131, how do you plead? Complete no contest.
No contest.
Accept your plea of no contest, find it's freely and voluntarily entered, adjudicate you guilty, send you to 5 days in the Hernando County Jail, give you credit for the 2 days that you have in. You will have fines and court costs of $488 and the cost of incarceration assessed against you in that case. With regard to the possession of drug paraphernalia, how do you plead? Complete no contest.
No contest.
Accept your plea of no contest, find it's freely and voluntarily entered, adjudicate you guilty, send you to 5 days in the Hernando County Jail, give you credit for the same 2 days that you have in, and you will have fines and court costs assessed against you in that case.
Right.
All right, takes care of both your cases. Thank you.
Thanks.
Samuel Whaley. Can I have your date of birth?
9479.
All right, you are here today for a violation of community control. It's based on a warrant signed by Judge Toner on July 19th. I found probable cause for your arrest. Judge Toner wants you held no bond until you appear back in front of him on August 28th at 8:30. Do you want the Public Defender's Office to represent you?
Yeah.
I'll appoint the Public Defender's Office. See you back August 28th, okay?
All right.
Thanks. Derek Lemansky. Can I have your date of birth?
12/18/97.
Alright, you are here today for 8 counts of criminal use of personal identification, 8 counts of fraudulent use of a credit card, 1 count of entering a forged check, and 1 count of organized fraud. Currently, your bond amount is $204,000. I found probable cause for each of those. Do you want the Public Defender's Office to represent you?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll appoint the Public Defender's Office. And I see you have 2 cases that you're in for right now, and you've not been able to bond out on those, so it's not an RCO case. And it looks like your court date is scheduled August 26th in front of Judge Toner. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I'm going to set this one on the same day. August 26th at 8:30 a.m. With the public defender. I'll go ahead and set the bond at $2,000 each. That would be a total of $36,000. Is correct? And that should take care of it. Okay, someone from the Public Defender's Office will be out to talk to you soon.
Thank you.
Thank you. Did I get everyone at the jail?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Have a good day.